going on, everybody? Today we get the Lowrider Go-Kart rolling. The front half anyway. So this is part 2 of the Lowrider Go-Kart project. Today I'm just going to be making a front steering system of sorts for it so I can mount wheels on it. I'm going to be attempting to make a steering system that is a little bit more like smoother and more comfortable to use than the other go-kart projects I've done in the past. I built this frame for it in part 1 and I attached the seat here to it. That's all in the previous video for this kart, so you can check that out if you'd like. I'm going to start cutting on this thing again, so here we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this board going across here, and then I'm going to screw this board to that board, and then kind of make an angular cut. I'm gonna screw these two boards together, and then I'm gonna cut a nice little angle out of it like that. Got through making this rigid cross front beam thing for the steering for the Lowrider Go-Kart. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna be sticking this onto the frame here. I don't know if you can really tell. Mount the wheels onto it. So the next thing I need to do is make sure this thing is centered perfectly right in the middle of the frame. All right, so I've centered it perfectly. So now it's time to attach it. So now I'm going to be attaching this hinge right onto the end of the support brace there to act basically as a spindle. So a block of wood's gonna go right here with a bolt going through it, and then the wheel's gonna go right on the end of it. Bam, spindle done. Lift, right, lift. This is looking pretty good, guys. So both of these spindles are completely done. I got the wheels on there, and they both turn back and forth like they should. So yeah, made some good progress. I have to work later today though, so I'm going to call it quits. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do today, but part 2 will continue tomorrow. Okay everyone, this is day 2 of, part 2 of the Lowrider Go-Kart project. So, same plan as what I've been doing. I'm gonna keep working on the front steering. And maybe, just maybe, today the front steering will be completely finished. Okay, so I'm getting back to work here. As you saw already, both spindles are completely finished. So now what I need to do is I need to have some kind of piece of wood to tie the two wheels together. All right, let's see the fitment on this bad boy. It's a little bit on the long side, but it'll be fine. That's awesome. All right, so I'm obviously sitting in the frame, as you can tell, and I'm trying to figure out how to hook up a something that I can like grab onto, turn the wheels back and forth. And what I plan on doing is using this, attaching it up to the front and back there, and then it is gonna come straight back to me. So that way I can grab hold of it and easily turn it back and forth. All right, let's get in the driver's seat and try to steer it. Cool. it steers. That only took 8 hours. Look at the drift angle on this thing. It's a big angle. I mean, guys, it's completely functional. I mean, I know it looks a little ridiculous, but it would be really hard to do this any other way with like trying to get like tie rods and like rope hooked up and all that stuff. I mean, like I said, if I was to hook up rope, it would stretch and it just wouldn't be as like stable and secure. This is probably the best way to do it because it's nice and solid. You know, it's very solid, very durable. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's very simple, you know. You know what? I think it's gonna do the job. Okay, so next thing on the agenda is to install the brake pedal and the gas pedal. And to do that, I'm going to be taking some 2x4s and putting them across the frame right around this area. Similar to what I did with the pieces that are in the middle right here in part 1. So now I have finished building the cross brace thing for the pedals. And one of the last things I need to do is put some screws into the frame right here and attach the pedals on either side. So the front steering on this go-kart is pretty much done. The rear wheels are not mounted, but I'm gonna do that in the next part. Of course, I have those spindles I attached and got the cool wheels and this thing that ties it together. Still have to tighten the screws right here, but I'm working on it. It's mainly done. There's the front cross beam I made. And there's the front side braces for the front with the two, the gas pedal and the brake pedal. Just like that. And of course I have my fancy steering thing, which is sort of basically like a boat. And it just goes back and forth. So what I have to do next is obviously the rear axle. I have to mount the engine as well. Get the brake pedal and the gas pedal hooked up to the engine and the brakes. I have to get like an engine mounting plate or something like that to mount the engine to. And then this thing will basically be drivable. All right. Man, that is pretty awesome. So as you can see, I finished the front end of the go-kart. As you can see, it turns. In the next part, I'm going to be mounting the rear axle and hopefully making this thing a roller. So yeah, this front end took a while to build. A lot of cutting, measuring, putting screws in, taking screws out and putting them back in again and making sure that everything is all aligned. And it took a while, but I got it done. And yeah, there have been some comments of people saying, you know, where's part 2 or whatever. Well, I haven't been slacking. I've been hard here at work. And hopefully you can see that my craftsmanship has paid off. It's pretty cool looking. I have like the hinges for the spindles, the whole front bar and wheels, the whole steering linkage. And I'm hoping that this thing will go around 20 miles per hour. That's kind of the goal I'm going for. As I've said before, you know, this thing's not intended to go really, really fast. It's just meant to be a kind of like a cruiser cart. Something you can drive down the road that's fast enough to be fun, but also not super fast to where I don't feel like my life is in danger. So yeah, when I get the rear axle and the engine mounted, this should be a pretty decent go-kart. Although I don't know, guys, right now it's just kind of... Oops. I had this thing right there. Oh well, time to go. Anyway, I'm not too thrilled with how long it took to build the front end, but I am quite happy with how it turned out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and felt that it was worth the wait. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you guys watching. Tell your friends, tell your family, let everybody know about me, Zach FTW. Stay awesome.